And welcome, one and all, to the 2016 Pro Football Entertainment Awards. Your host, Noah Groniger, Clint Schweitzer. We have 12 prestigious awards for these players to hand out. They've been waiting for them all year, and we're about to get ready and get going.
Well, Noah, first off, it's just great to be here alongside you here for the Not For Long Pro Football Show, bringing you our first annual Pro Football Entertainment Awards. And I tell you what, these players have waited all year to hear what we have to say. And so let's just get to it. We have 12 big awards, like you said. We've been waiting. Everyone's been waiting. Let's just get to this because I'm so excited. I'm just sweating and nervous, and I've just got to go on. There's a lot of awards to come, guys.
Yes. The first one is the Dumb and Dumber Award, and this goes to none other than the San Francisco 49ers GM Trent Baalke and head coach Chip Kelly, who are just unceremoniously fired, as they should have been. Trent Baalke, the GM for the 49ers, runs off Jim Harbaugh, the best coach they've had since Bill Walsh, and Chip Kelly, that offense that he runs, I mean, just running players into the ground, too many plays on offense, 3 and outs on offense. It is just a nightmare for them, and they're fired.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's scarier, the fact that their pictures actually look a lot like Lloyd and Harry from Dumb and Dumber up here, but congratulations to them for winning this prestigious Dumb and Dumber Award. I mean, who doesn't love Lloyd and Harry and the zany antics they get into? Well, these two had some zany antics of their own over the past year, for the past couple years for Trent Baalke, who has been nothing short of a disaster at GM for the San Francisco 49ers. That franchise has been run into the ground from what was a Super Bowl contender here just a few years ago with Colin Kaepernick. You might throw him up back there too as a side character in all of this. But Chip Kelly, 2 stops in Philadelphia and in San Francisco, not working at all. He's going to be maybe trying to find room aboard the Hot Tropics bus at the end of the movie, like they did, Lloyd and Harry did, trying to get up with some.
Baalke can do some grooming right around in the van, because obviously Chip Kelly should have gone back to the college ranks, didn't get it done, and now on to our next award.
Because this next award I'm personally very fond of, as someone that likes to go out there and cut a rug myself. No, you can testify to that. It is our Footloose Kevin Bacon Award, and it goes to Marquette King. Now, he's a dancer. He loves to do the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it. Once he drops a punt, like a coffin corner inside the 10, he does that a lot. He's a really good punter, good athlete actually for a punter. Marquette King, we're just so proud of you. You outdueled Travis Kelce for this award. I know you guys had some words on Twitter talking about who's the better dancer. You say Travis Kelce has no rhythm. We know Marquette King does. He's our Kevin Bacon Footloose award winner.
And fancy free. Or Marquette King over there. I mean, you're wondering how a punter wins an award. It's got to be something that doesn't actually take place in actual football on the realm of the field. So we're going with some moves here by Clint, who's trying to sweep the award.
I'm up for this next year.
You are?
I'm guaranteeing that. Congratulations, Marquette. That's a good one. Big one.
This next award is near and dear to my heart. Nostalgia is something that I long for. I love it. Ernest Saves Christmas. You know who else saved Christmas this year? Aaron Rodgers saved Christmas for the Green Bay Packers. They were looking rough this year, and then he goes and says, I think we can run the table. He's done it. He's got 40 touchdowns. That leads the NFL, and he is an MVP candidate. He might get it, and they're heading into the playoffs as a team to beat.
Not only did he save Christmas, Noah, he saved an entire NFL season for the city of Green Bay. They were dead and gone. They were 4-6 at one point. The Indianapolis Colts had just gone in there and beat them up pretty bad. They just didn't look to have any direction at all. Their defense was playing terribly. But guess what? Aaron Rodgers is back. He was an absolute freak show against the Lions, securing them a division championship. Look for the Packers going forward. Nobody wants to play them in the playoffs.
No.
He, did not put any lumps of Christmas time coal into the stockings of the Packer fans. He saves Christmas, he saves the season, and I'm not going to make any predictions as far as where they're going to go, but I think they have a good chance to keep this going, to keep this momentum going from a 4-6 start. He guaranteed, he just sort of said we might be able to.
The table, yeah. But he did
Quiet confidence, I like it.
Yeah, he backed it up. The rest
of the team. Worth an award. Good job, Aaron.
Yeah.
As a former school hall monitor, this next award means a lot to me personally. And our hall monitor of the year goes to perennial offensive hall monitor Alex Smith. for the Kansas City Chiefs. He threw for a robust 15 touchdowns this year, a little less than one a game. Once again, just sort of lifeguarded the Chiefs offense to another successful season here in Kansas City, giving him his his Eagle badge, as a Boy Scout. He's also a hall monitor. He is our hall monitor of the year, and it's an important job, out there. The hallways are a tough place out there, and Alex has got this.
Yeah, he gets through those. I like to say he holds down the fort. He just holds it down. He checks down. He's safe with the ball. Although he did have 2 games where he just he went rogue a little bit and had 2 interceptions that cost us.
Let a couple kids go through the halls without a pass.
Yeah, just running down the hall and he doesn't even stop them. I mean, what's that? I mean, we lose to the Bucs and the Titans on interceptions in the end zone, and that's not very hall monitor-esque, but he definitely deserves that title. He's a captain check down. He's very safe, and he guards those halls with his life.
I'm very proud of you, Alex. We all are here in Kansas City.
This next award is the Meathead of the Year award, and this can go to nobody else. Well, I guess Rob Gronkowski, a good runner-up, but this one has to go to Travis Kelce. I mean, this guy a couple years ago was caught making a lewd gesture, I will say, at a referee, and this year he's throwing flags at officials. He might have been out partying before that last game against the Chargers, sat out the first quarter. It's New Year's. He can't be expected to be at curfew and be in his bed on time, so this guy is just an absolute meathead player. And what do you have to say on him winning this?
Clearly, Travis has channeled his inner oxen bull, our favorite lovable football meatheads from the show Saved by the Bell, along with AC Slater back here. These guys were lovable meatheads. Travis is also one. He'll admit himself that him throwing that flag at the referee is funny no matter who you are. No matter how many times you see it, it's still funny. Obviously, he hasn't really learned from the incident. No. Got himself in some hot water with some New Year's Eve partying. It doesn't matter. Best NFL tight end in the league this year. He's our best meathead as well. And my grandma still has a massive crush on him, so she doesn't care about any of this. Well, this award's a little creepy. It is our Misery of the Year award. We've all seen the movie Misery. Poor James Caan, pretty much held captive by Kathy Bates. David Carr now being held captive, probably in a hospital room or his own bed after suffering a season-ending fibula injury. He broke that fibula against the Colts, thus really ending their chances of really anything good happening the rest of the season. He is our Misery award, just trying to crawl from the bowels of hell back here, and I mean, it's not the best award we have. It's kind of...
Yeah, you look at these teams in the Raiders. I mean, you look at this league, it's kind of down. Like, they were talked about as like, they're going to be the 2 seed. They have a shot at knocking off the Patriots. Derek Carr is an MVP candidate. And then he goes down with that broken fibula. And I just can't think of anyone else more deserving than the Raiders fans, the organization, and Derek Carr. Jack Del Rio at the press conference after Derek Carr breaks his fibula looks like he's going to cry up there. There's just no better award for them than the Misery of the Year award goes to the Oakland Raiders and Derek Carr. And this might be our most deserving award winner on the show. It's
a no-brainer.
It is. It's the Butthead of the Year. Biff Tannen's Butthead of the Year. Biff Tannen, the jerk from Back to the Future, always getting in the way of Marty McFly, holding him down, trying to ruin his life. And that's Aqib Talib for a lot of players. Even his own teammates pushing Jordan Norwood in the back after muffing a punt, ripping the chain off of Michael Crabtree's neck. Just an infantile, childish, butthead jerk is Aqib Talib, very deserving of this award.
Well, he relishes in this, and this has been his whole career, whether it be in Tampa Bay, New England, here in Denver. He just seems to relish in this role. He's a bully. He's a bad guy. He's a butthead. Biff Tannen would be jealous of some of his antics. You saw him rip the chain off of Michael Crabtree. I mean, that wasn't a light chain. That was a couple $1,000s, man.
Yeah.
That was some bling up in here. And Keep Sleep said, well, I told him I was going to rip it off his neck if I saw him. So I had to do it. Of course you did, Aqib, and congratulations on winning this award.
Saying it's been
for the last 7 years straight.
Yeah.
This is a Lifetime Achievement Award for Aqib. This next one is our John Rambo Revenge Award, and who else could it go to but Tom Brady?
Oh, man.
He misses the first 4 games, suspended due to Deflategate. He comes back, and I tell you what, he is on a tour that the Vietnamese, in the movie Rambo 2, could not have even dreamt of what Rambo did to them. Tom Brady is back. He has had an MVP type season. My goodness, there is no more deserving person for this. He is on a revenge tour, and everyone's going down in his path.
We're talking about air out of a football, like just a little bit of air out of a football, and just he had nothing to do with it. It's ridiculous. They were blowing out the Colts in that game anyway, and it's just like Rambo, where he's bringing back POWs, the helicopters coming down, and they're just, nope, just get out of there, leave them behind. He found POWs, we want nothing to do with this. And Rambo's just, help. Just, that's what Roger Goodell has done to Tom Brady. He's been the face of this league, brought in millions of dollars, selling merchandise, just the poster child for the NFL, using him to sell material, merchandise, and he leaves him behind. He's going on a just case trying to get Tom Brady suspended, and he finally does it. And now Tom Brady's saying, you're going to hand me that Lombardi trophy. You're going to hand me that MVP. I'm going to make you do it, even though it just kills you too.
So I guess we got to give Roger Goodell our Murdoch award then
Yes,
from the same
exactly.
situation. He's sort of Murdoch from Rambo 2.
This one may be a little bit sad for some folks, this award, but it is our Witness Protection Team of the Year award. And this goes to none other than the 1-15 Cleveland Browns. After a lot of those losses, you saw Hugh Jackson in the press conference. Looked like he was going to cry, looked like he didn't want to be there. He's made a giant, massive, just horrible mistake taking this job, which most people would have said, you should have seen this coming. He thought he could transform RG3 into a quarterback that he was his rookie year. It didn't happen. It's the Cleveland Browns. It's the same old, and just they are a witness protection team. I cannot name more than 2 or 3 guys on that roster.
I was just going to say, can you name more than a couple Cleveland Browns? That's the definition of a witness protection. They are the black hole of the NFL, the black hole of sports. Just they exist in a vacuum. It's like you think about it, if RG3 wasn't there, would you really know any players? Would you really know anything about them? Would you have any idea other than the horrible uniforms? There is just nothing about this team that stands out. Now, the San Francisco 49ers pushed hard for this award, but some quarterback yo-yoing with Blaine Gabbert and Colin Kaepernick, they rose. They got their heads above water as far as some notoriety.
They already took one award, so we had to give this one to the Browns.
Congratulations, Browns. You are once again, I believe this is 10 straight years. Actually, this goes back to since the reemergence in 1999. So really 18 straight years of being in the witness protection program. You guys did a wonderful job. Whatever Italian mob was responsible for this, we don't know where you are. We don't know who you are.
Terrell Pryor, Joe Thomas, Joe Hayden, and I'm done naming starters. I'm out. I'm done. So.
Now this one's a little racy, okay?
A little uncomfortable.
We were going to leave out all college people. We think these college players should be absolved of blame. They're college guys. They don't get paid for this unless you go to Alabama or Ohio State. But hey, this was so unbelievable and just caught our eye so much that we had to give an award, our Brokeback Mountain Award. And guys, this is unfortunate. It goes to Christian Wilkins. He grabbed the Samuel guy just a little bit inappropriately.
Grabbed his behind and then reached around. And the best comment was afterwards he said, I apologize to Curtis Samuel for the grabbing of his region. And there were no hard feelings about it. There were no, get it?
I hate this one. This is rough.
Here you go. I'm not touching your hand. Just please take it. And now we go to one. I love this film, Mrs. Doubtfire. The Dude Looks Like a Lady award. Robin Williams transforming into Yuva Geneva Doubtfire, dear.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, well, I've been practicing, so. But this one has to go to Cam Newton. Just some of these outfits, I know they say they're fashion forward. People are going to catch up with them. I don't think so. He's wearing a scarf, just old lady glasses like you see in the picture here, just as Eugenia Doubtfire, dear, was wearing. And just, it looks like a shawl he's wearing, and he's got some loafers on. He's in tights in another picture. I mean, he's just dressing like a lady. We're not sure what he's doing. Cam Newton, you are our Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Well, I'd hate to be in the press conference just to see what kind of old lady perfume that he's masking this with as well, man. This is really indefensible for Cam. Like you said, typically one of the better dressers in the NFL, right up there with maybe the Antonio Browns or Arthur Moats.
Yeah.
2 of our guys, man. But hey, You know, it's not all bad, Cam Newton. At least you backed it up on the football. No, we didn't either. This has not been a good year for Cam Newton. Not good on the football field.
More concerned about fashion than leading his team or jumping on a loose ball in a Super Bowl, just letting it go. We're going to lose. That's fine. I'm good with that.
Dude looks like a lady.
Donna, dude looks like a lady.
It's not my favorite Aerosmith song, but
I like it.
point well received. Well, can you tell Noah and I are big fans of Ernest P. Worrell? We have our second Ernest-related award. This is our Scared Stupid Award. It's our final award of the evening, and we have no choice but to give it to former LA Rams coach Jeff Fisher, who has been nothing short of just a bumbling idiot since coaching the Rams back in St. Louis and to LA this year. He was given an extension early in the season, only to be fired before the season ended. What a disaster. Jeff Fisher, I just enjoy the award and please never coach again.
Yeah, I mean, he was on a press conference earlier this year talking about the Patriots running backs and talking about a Danny Woodhead. I'm sorry. Just when did this happen? 4 years ago. That's how long he hasn't been a Patriot, for 4 years. And just this guy, I mean, just getting into fights with Hall of Fame Rams players, Eric Dickerson. I'm sorry. That is just the biggest stupid move you can make for the LA Rams, saying he can't come on the sideline. You're saying bad things about our coaches. They're intimidated by you. You've been scared stupid out of the league, Jeff Fisher. Goodbye. Do not come back.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us here on our Not For Long Pro Football Show on our Pro Football Entertainment Awards special show. It's a special one-off. Usually we do this right. We've got guests, GreatAmericanSportsNetwork.com. What do you think of the awards? Tweet us at GASN Sports.
Anybody we left out, any award we left out, let us know. Maybe we can get it in next year for our second annual Football Entertainment Awards.